The Wimpy Kid Movie Diary, The Next Chapter, The Making of the Long Haul, is a fairly long title, isn't it? I assume they didn't want readers to confuse this book with the first Wimpy Kid Movie Diary. The two books are very similar. They are both 200-page books which describe the process of making a movie from start to finish. The first book focused on the first Wimpy Kid movie and its two sequels. This second book focuses on The Long Haul, which is the fourth Wimpy Kid movie. The author talks about some real-life road trip disasters with his family. Those helped inspire him when writing the Long Haul book. He wrote the book with a movie adaptation in mind. Oh, is that why the book introduced the pig which took over the series for a while? It's definitely the reason why Manny spends most of the book asleep or with a pacifier. It's a lot easier to film a movie if the unpredictable 3-year-old never talks. There's a 7-page comic by Greg and Roley. It's a scary movie that demonstrates 3-act movie structure. Honestly, I enjoyed this a lot. Greg and Roley should make more long comics together. The movie made changes to the book story, like adding Mima's party. Some planned movie scenes were removed, like an epic laser tag battle, and the band Metallichihuahua. Don't worry, Metallichihuahua came back for the book Diaper Overload. The book discusses the casting process. Since it's a road trip movie, they did a lot more work with scouting locations. They made a lot of props and signs. There's a lot of focus on how they made the fake restaurant at the start of the movie. For most driving scenes, they used a fake car that can come apart, because if they didn't, the camera would have to be in the car at all times. They built a robot pig and an animatronic Manny. There's a 12-page storyboard of the seagull scene, followed by an explanation of how they added the seagulls using special effects. There's 14 pages dedicated to the Game Expo. They had to make booths for fictional games, complete with crazy cosplayers. They rented out a real fair to do the fair scenes, and my mind was blown when I learned Mr. Beardo's beard was fake the whole time. There's a 15-page segment on the scene with a spinning ride. Most of it is a shot-by-shot comparison of the storyboard and the finished film. That is one difference between this book and the first movie diary book. There are more of the long segments. My cynical side is saying they included so many storyboards in this book as an easy way to make it 200 pages. The scene of the boat going down a hill was made of 3 separate shots put together. The book goes over some sound stages and there are pictures from deleted scenes. They added music, and they heavily advertised the movie, with high hopes that it would be successful enough to get a sequel. Sadly, it did not. Now I'm wondering if books 10 or 11 were made with a movie adaptation in mind. So that's the second, and probably last, Wimpy Kid Movie Diary. It's okay, I think the first one was better. This one had too many long sequences, which were mostly pictures, which made them feel like filler, as opposed to the first book, which tried limiting most sections to 2 or 4 pages. The pictures are good. I like how this book is done in full color. Both books cover a lot of the same ground. They discuss script writing, casting, making props, and set building. I guess the author could have tried avoiding those topics because they were covered in the first book. But it's a book about making a movie. I'm not sure what else the author could have talked about for 200 pages if he wasn't allowed to discuss casting or scripting or set building. It was nice the author wrote a whole new book just for the fourth movie. The second and third movies did not get their own separate books. I don't regret reading this, but still, I think I would recommend the first one over this one, as it has more content, and it focuses on the better movies. I give the Wimpy Kid Movie Diary, The Next Chapter, a sideways thumbs up.